minor ones. Oh, hello, everybody. Oh, this is weird. With it off to the side. All right. So thank you for everybody online right now watching and joining us. This is New Creation Recovery.
Yeah.
Woo! And we are a faith-based 12-step program. That just means we believe in Jesus, and He's the answer
We got 19 people on though. That's what's up. Micah Maline's in the house, y'all. What's up, dog? We just went live. What's up, man?
You're good now.
Yeah, I know the mic was muted.
Okay.
All right, we're good. We're good. So we just opened in prayer. Micah, we just said some announcements as to why we're here tonight. We're going to have the topic of step 3. You know, we're a new meeting, so we're working out the kinks, y'all. So I appreciate you that are coming. Thank you for driving down here. Thank you for driving down here. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching online. We are going to start tonight off with a recovery devotional. And because we are in the 3rd month of the year, why not? Let's talk about step 3, right? Step 3, we made a decision to turn our wills and our lives over to the care of God. Amen. So the title of this is Trusting God. And we'll have a Bible reading to read. And we can do that in our small groups. But we're just going to get into the devotion, and they have some of the Bible reading right in this devotional as well. It is not uncommon to link our perceptions about God to our childhood experiences with people who played powerful roles in our lives. If we have been victimized in the past by people who were abusive, distant, caring, and incompetent, we may now anticipate these qualities in God. Just because God is a power greater than we are, and the people who victimize us represent a power greater than we were, it does not mean that God will harm us if we entrust our lives to him. Even Jesus tells us that he didn't entrust himself to men because he knew what was in their hearts. Nevertheless, he voluntarily turned his life over to the will of God the Father. It is better to take refuge in the Lord than to trust in people. Psalm 118:8. We may have learned that when we place our confidence in people, our lives can be devastated by disappointment. We can't let this keep us from ever trusting again. In working step 3, we can make a healthy decision to turn our will and our lives over to the only one who is worthy of being trusted. The Bible tells us God is not man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Numbers 23:19. And God has said, I will never fail you. I will never abandon you. Hebrews 13:5. We realize that we can't make it all alone. This time, we can stop being the victim. We can turn our lives over to someone who is really able to care for our needs. We trust in many things, but it is best to trust the only one worthy of our trust, God himself. And if I'm gonna sound a little redundant tonight, but on the live stream this morning, we were talking about step 3. And I always tell people, I remember when I first came into recovery and I had doubts about my faith, right? I don't have faith. Like I didn't have faith, but I put my faith in everything else but God. I put my faith in the woman that I was seeing. Yeah, she's going to change my life. Like I always was trying to hook up with something like that's going to change my life. I put my faith in drugs. I put my faith in my dope man. When he would give me dope, it wasn't going to kill me. I put my faith in money. Like that was going to somehow change my life if I had more money. I put my faith in loving all the wrong things, but it wasn't until I actually surrendered my life over and was willing to let God take control, right? And a lot of people, I know that there's a lot of people out there that have resentments against God because maybe something that someone did to them when they were younger or the way they were brought up, right? Sometimes, and the devotional talks about that, how, we can base our conclusions off of God by the way we were brought up, right? Some people were brought up to think that God was full of fire and brimstone. that he was a judgment, that God is going to, strike them down if they don't do something right, and they have to do everything right, otherwise, and they beat themselves up. Some people were brought up in other ways as well, like me, who didn't really know what God was all about, right? So I was scared to take that leap. Like, I can't trust somebody else. Like, I can't give up my will, right? I can't give up what I want to do. I think step 3 is important because it's a step that I have to do every day. It's not just something that I do once, right? I got to turn my will and my life over to the care of God when my kids upset me. How I respond to my children, how I respond in traffic when somebody cuts me off. Because the old Phil would want to turn the corner, maybe throw something at him, maybe chase him down the road, wait for him to stop at the stoplight, try to get out, right? To do some stuff like that. But these are the things that we turn over every day. And it's a step that I continuously work, turning my will and my life over. It's something that I say every day in the morning, like, hey, I'm going to turn my life over to you, God. And when I do that, and when I actually turn my life over to God and I'm willing to do it, right? Willingness is a very key word here, because the first step, we talk about powerlessness. We're powerless, right? We're powerless over people, places, things, our addictions, our dependencies. The second step, we come to believe. Now, the third step, we got to be willing to surrender it all to him. We got to be willing. We make a decision. And when we make that decision, we have to follow them decisions up with actions, because I never did that before. I would I'm going to change my life, but I want to go over here and do what I want to do over there. But I want to stay out of jail though. But I want to go over here and do what I want to do though. I never really fully surrendered because I never would follow the decision up with an actual action. Like, okay, you want to turn your life over to God? Well, you have a choice today. Do you want to go hang out with these people, or do you want to go hang out with these people? That's the kind of stuff that I had to, really instill in my head that, hey, I have to make action, decisions based upon my choice to surrender my life over to God. I think it's important that it's a day-to-day deal. You know what I mean? It is. And recovery is a day-to-day deal, right? One day at a time. It doesn't matter how many years of recovery we have. It doesn't matter how many days we have under us. All we really have is just for today. I mean, one day at a time, one penny at a time, like our last meeting we had. It says, we trust in many things, but it is best to trust the one worthy of our trust, God himself. And in this step, we get the opportunity to make that decision to turn our will and our life over to God. I'm gonna probably close this out because I'm not gonna sit here and ramble on all night about step 3. But we do have some. Maybe we'll just have a mixed small group tonight, if that's what we want to do, or we can break off. Women can go over here, men can go over here. Or we can just do a mixed small group if that's what we want to do, because it's more people. And I would like to hear what you have to say about step 3, right? And I want to thank you for watching online. We're going to end this live video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. ATO family, we love you.
See ya.
Yep, y'all take it easy. We're going to end this live stream in just 1 second here.